हेलो गाइस, वेलकम टू द वीकली एनालिसिस वीडियो। इस वीडियो में एज यूजुअल पहले हम इंडेक्स एनालाइज करेंगे। उसके बाद मैं आपके साथ 3 स्टॉक शेयर करने वाला हूं जो आप अपने ट्रेडिंग वॉचेस पे ऐड कर सकते हो। लेट्स गेट स्टार्टेड। निफ्टी आप देख सकते हो, स्टार्टिंग एनालिसिस विद निफ्टी। लास्ट वीक निफ्टी फाइनली हिट इट्स ऑल टाइम हाई एंड आप देख सकते हो इट हैज मेड अ बुलिश एंगल्फिंग, राइट? सो निफ्टी इज बैक टू इट्स ऑल टाइम हाइज एंड एज ऑफ नाउ इट इज नॉट शोइंग एनी साइंस ऑफ वीकनेस। अगर हम ग्लोबल इंडेक्सेस के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं, then you can see that even the American markets have recovered fine. It's not looking as strong as Indian markets, but it has recovered pretty fine, right? You can see Dow Jones Index again heading back almost to the all-time highs, and Nasdaq hasn't recovered yet. So yeah, even globally the tech industry has not yet recovered. Overall the markets are doing pretty fine, and similarly after Nifty, तो आप देख सकते हो बैंक निफ्टी इज ऑलरेडी एट इट्स ऑल टाइम हाइज। So bank stocks are doing pretty fine. IT stocks is still stuck, and okay, here you can see something interesting in IT index. What can you see here? You can see that the IT index has formed a double bottom. Now it's exactly around here, right? So this might be the bottom for the IT index, and this might be the start of the new uptrend that might come. Okay, auto sector is also doing pretty fine, FMC is also doing great, and finally pharma sector is doing okay, not the best. So this is the analysis of the index. Now let's head straight into the stocks. Coming to the stocks, the first stock that looks interesting is Bajaj Finance. तो आप देख सकते हो recently in the dip Bajaj Finance came down by almost 35%, and I have entered positions exactly over here. Okay, not exactly here, I have entered positions all over these places, and as of now it's doing pretty fine. And even now Bajaj Finance is giving us an entry. How? If you apply the 50 moving average, आप देख सकते हो 50 moving average is a long term support for Bajaj Finance. Okay, long term में Bajaj Finance has clearly respected this moving average very well, and even now the stock is trying to take support from the same level. So अगर हम daily time में जाते हैं, you can see that it's clearly respecting the 50 weekly moving average, and it has also shown sign of bullishness. So you can either enter there directly, or you can wait for some bullish signals, better bullish signals, and take an entry. But this stock looks good for entry. The second stock that looks good is SRF. तो आप देख सकते हो SRF also in long term is a pretty good trading stock, and if I apply the 50 moving average, clearly you can see that 50 moving average is its long term support, 50 and 100 moving average, right? So now you can see that the stock is moving around the 50 moving average. Okay, so when I say this as a support, what is support? It's not a point, right? It's more like a zone. So this is the actual support. So anywhere when the stock is near to the 50 moving average, it's actually a support point. And here if you see, clearly the stock has come down. As of now you can see that you can get the stock at a discount of almost 20%, and the stock here has kind of already made a bullish engulfing and looking good. So you can look for entry positions once it breaks this zone, right? With good bullishness, you can look to enter here a position in the stock with your stop loss below this point and your target at all time highs. So this is another opportunity that I am seeing in SRF. Finally, the last stock, and I have already spoken about this stock in our previous videos, that is the Tata Consultancy Services, TCS. Okay, so TCS is also looking pretty fine, and if you apply the 100 moving average and also the 50, mainly it's 50, right? So if you see 50 moving average is a short term support for TCS. Okay, whenever it's in uptrend it respects it pretty fine, and if you see now this short term support has been broken and TCS has closed like this. Okay, it looks like a perfect hammer, looks like a very good entry, and अगर आप daily time frame पे आते हो, you can see the same thing, right? It broke, came, took support, and now it's looking pretty fine. So you can look for entry around here at these levels with the stop loss below this. You have the target above these levels. TCS is also looking great for entry. So these are the 3 stocks that are looking good for entry. Comment section में बताओ which of the stocks you are watching, and I will see you in my next video.